In this video, I'm going to be testing the newly released Perplexity Computer because yesterday, Perplexity announced Personal Computer. So Personal Computer is similar to Perplexity Computer, but Personal Computer is an always-on local merge with Perplexity Computer that works for you 24/7. So they're literally saying, and they're kind of marketing this as, hey, it's personal, secure, and it works across your files, apps, and sessions through a continuously running Mac Mini. So you can see here in this recording that basically it has full access to an isolated environment and has full use over your computer. So we definitely want to put this to the test. You can read a little bit more here if you just pause the video here, but they do have a waitlist for this. So if you go to this tweet, it's at perplexity.ai personal computer waitlist. You can join the waitlist today to get early access. This morning, I just actually upgraded to the max plan for $200 a month because I wanted to put this to the test for you guys. So if we go over here, you can see that I now have access to Perplexity Computer, and we're going to be putting this to the test because, guys, this field is changing so rapidly that we have to stay up to date with the latest advancements. I've always thought that Personal Computer was going to be a big deal. I tried it with OpenClaw. I don't think that OpenClaw is quite there yet. I tried my best to get the use case out of my 3 Mac Minis for OpenClaw, and I have to say, not super impressed with OpenClaw, but I definitely want to put Perplexity Computer to the test today and really see if there's anything to talk about with this, because we have to be on the cutting edge. We have to know, hey, can I use this to edit videos? Can I use this to be able to write code? What can I use this for? So in this video, we're going to be doing that. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, so just so you guys know, I have not yet tested this. So what I want to see is, are there any use cases where I could use this and it's actually useful, right? Like, hey, we don't want to hype stuff up like a bunch of other goofy AI influencers that are like, this is world changing. It's like, can we actually put this into real world workflows? So the first thing I want to do is, what kind of access does this actually have to my computer? Like, can I ask it to, I want you to open up BridgeSpace, which is a product that we've built, BridgeSpace, on my computer. So let's see if it can open up let's see if we can open up BridgeSpace on the computer. So this is the first thing I want to test. And you guys can see here that with the max plan, it does come with 45,000 credits. I literally just bought it and I've already used 31 credits just from these 2 prompts, right? So it's like, okay, so it says I don't have a record of a specific URL for BridgeSpace. It could be a local dev server, a deployed app, or something else entirely. So it is a desktop app. So it kind of asked me, hey, what is this? So let's see what it does. It says, unfortunately, I'm not able to launch desktop applications on your computer. My browser access is limited to opening web pages. I can't interact with your OS to launch native apps like BridgeSpace. You need to open it yourself, either from the taskbar. Okay, so that's stupid. If we actually have it open up, can we have it use it then? Can you use it after I have it opened up? Like, what are even the use cases of Perplexity Computer if I can't have it? Yes, okay, it says that once I have it opened up, it can interact with it. So let's see it. Let's put that to the test. Let's actually open up BridgeSpace. If you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeSpace, BridgeSpace is the agentic development environment of the future. So this is one of the products that I've built in my series where I've been vibe coding an app until I make $1 million. I just shipped out version 2.0.5 last night. So this is the updated 2.0.5, and this version is incredible. So what you're able to do with BridgeSpace is you're able to open up terminal workspaces for vibe coding or agentic coding. You're also able to launch agent swarms. But what I want to do is I want to see if Perplexity Computer is actually able to use this. So I'm going to use BridgeVoice now to give it a quick prompt. I want you to now access BridgeSpace. I just opened it up. Can you launch it, and can you now use it? So let's just see, let's just ask it. I don't want to ask it, can it launch it? Because that might confuse it. We already know. So it can't launch it. And this is the difference between Personal Computer and then Computer. Like, Perplexity Computer just came out I think 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. And then Personal Computer, from their tweet, I can access your local browser, but BridgeSpace isn't available there. It looks like the browser just has a blank tab open. Since BridgeSpace is a desktop app, it's likely running in its own window separate from the browser. My local browser access only lets me see and interact with what's inside the browser window itself. I can't see or control other desktop applications running alongside it. Okay, so this is actually such a large limitation. How is this even marketed as computer use? okay, I want you to go to this website. Let's have it actually go to BridgeMind.ai and interact with it. Let's just have it interact with it. Like, is it going to launch like a VM or something? Like, I just don't understand why this is useful. So it says visiting BridgeMind.ai. So now it says that it's actually navigating there. So you can see I'm using it just took a screenshot. So here's the home page here. So it just took a screenshot of BridgeMind.ai. But this isn't really like, this is interesting. Like, when you say computer use, I thought that I would be able to like actually have it, using the applications on my computer. Now with personal computer, it looks like with personal computer, I mean, you can even see from the demo video, if you watch closely here, you can see, look at this, find me 5 senior, okay, look at this, watch this chat. So it says that it's recruiting, compiling, and then that it literally is able to open up. What even is this? Is it able to open up, and it looks like it's able to interact with stuff. And this is the frustrating part about some of these demos and some of these launches, is it's like they're like, hey, this is the concept, and they have it in this like sandbox environment, and then you don't actually use it, right? So they call it computer use, but it's like, hey, I can't use computer use. Like, it's not able to actually open up applications. Now let's go over to the actual app and see, like, hey, is the Perplexity app any different? Like, can I share my screen in, like, let's see here, capture window. Let's do this one. I think it's just Studio Display 2. Allow. I want you to launch BridgeSpace and interact with it. I mean, I don't think that it's able to really do anything. I guess it's, I don't know. So that's just, yeah, so this can't control anything. And then computer use is this. This is what they're saying is, hey, this is then what allows you to local access to your machine's files, apps, and sessions through a continuously running compact desktop. So it's this here. So personal computer, this is what we're really waiting for, is personal computer. Now, that's the key difference between Perplexity Computer and then personal computer. So let's actually look up Perplexity Computer just real quick, Perplexity Computer, so that we can read some of the documentation here. So introducing Perplexity Computer. So here is what they're saying. So this was published on February 25th. So I guess it's like a little bit over 2 weeks ago, but they say frontier AI models are getting smarter. The best are becoming so capable that the products built around them are the bottlenecks for showing their true potential. That's actually very, very accurate. But let's see how this actually works. So Perplexity Computer operates the software stack just like a human coworker would by using it. Computer reasons, delegates, searches, builds, remembers, codes, and delivers. Start by describing an outcome. Perplexity breaks it into tasks and subtasks, creating sub-agents for execution. The sub-agents might do web research, document generation, data processing, or API calls to your connected services. A document is drafted by one agent while another gathers the data that it needs. The coordination is automatic and the work is asynchronous. You can focus on other things or run dozens of Perplexity computers in parallel. When computer runs into a problem, it creates sub-agents to solve it. It can find API keys, research supplemental information, code apps if necessary, and check in if it truly needs you. Every task runs in an isolated compute environment with access to a read file system, a real browser, and real tool integrations. The result is a safe harness for powerful AI, universally accessible without localized setup, and delivering the best work of every current top AI model. Okay, so this is interesting. So that tells us a lot here. So what we're seeing there, and kind of what I want to touch on, is that, okay, what it's saying is that Perplexity Computer doesn't really give you what it's kind of like talking about. Like, watch this, chat. So let's have it do this. I want you to now go through and actually sign up for a free account. Let's see if it can sign up for a free account and just see if that's even possible. I mean, I do have, if you go to BridgeMind, I don't know, it does have a, so if we go to BridgeMind, here are the plans for BridgeMind, and I can go to create free account, and it does have a cloud for Captcha, so I don't think that Perplexity Computer would be able to do that. So it says, look at this, can I actually watch this? So you can see, okay, wow, so it went to the get started page, it knew to get there. And is it able to click on one of these? Let's see. It says that, oh, wow. So you can kind of watch along. It's not as, it just kind of shows you the screenshots of where it, oh, wow. Chat, look at this. You can see that the Cloudflare was a success. So is this able to actually sign up? Let's see. Let's see here. Wow. Let's see. Let's have it sign up with a, okay, hold on. I want to have it sign up with like just like a random email. hold on. Let's, I want you to sign up with BridgeMind apps plus 1019, or let's just do 10, whatever, this, at gmail.com, and then make up a password. Sign up now. So let's have it sign up, and if this signs up, I think what that means is that it is like, I don't know how this is working, but okay, so it's going to create this password. So BridgeMind 2026 vibe. So this is going to be the password that it creates. Now, is it able to actually sign up and get past that CAPTCHA, that Cloudflare CAPTCHA? Let's see, because that's interesting to me, because that means that it's able to actually like get past CAPTCHAs. You can see that it's verifying right now, so we'll see. Very interested. So what I'm kind of noticing is that, okay, like computer use, Perplexity Computer use is like their initial launch that they did on what? It was February 25th. And computer use, you know, if we go back to that article and you read that article, basically it wasn't like, yes, it's computer use, but it's not computer use in the sense that it's the personal computer use. So this is computer use, but personal computer use is something that's not yet out yet. It's, you know, you're in this waiting list. We don't have access to it yet, but computer use is basically an enhanced version of Perplexity that allows you to do stuff like this where it actually has access. Wait for the account creation to complete. So I wonder, oh wow, so it's literally waiting for a verification code now. So let's see if we can actually get this. Let me pull up this and give it the verification code. So it says that output saved to a file. So I did get my verification code. So check this out, chat. So here's my verification code that I just got. So I'm going to give it this verification code. Here is the verification code. And let's see if that's able to then like pick up that session, that same session, and then do the verification code. But this would be very interesting on this verification. There are 6 email. Okay, let's see here. So it's warming up. So it's able to just pick that session back up, or once it ends, it just closes it down. Like, I'm very curious of how this is working. One thing to note that I did notice is that Perplexity Computer is not available inside of the Perplexity app, which is kind of interesting. On the Perplexity app, you don't have the capability to actually use Perplexity Computer, whereas, like, you guys see this here. So this is computer, do anything, and then this is search, ask anything. So they have search, and then they have computer, and this is like the big thing. So they're now taking it a step further with personal computer, which we don't have access to yet. I will make a video testing that once I do have access to personal computer, but this is Perplexity Computer. So personal computer is going to take this a step further and allow, like it showed, it said, what was it? It was, you know, that local use, right? So if we go back here, this is the big difference between personal computer and just the normal Perplexity Computer. So Perplexity Computer, honestly, I'm not very impressed. You know, these are things where, okay, like if you do think about this logically, you're like, okay, I don't know if Claude would be able to do this. I mean, we can test to see if Claude would do this. What was that prompt that we gave initially to go? Okay, I want you to go to that website. I want you to actually sign up. Okay, so we can test this just briefly here. Let's copy this prompt. And what we can do is we can actually just open up Claude and we can see, okay, is Claude able to even do any of this, right? Like, is Claude able to go to BridgeMind and create an account? And okay, so here's Claude. Let's drop this into Claude and we'll use Opus 4.6, right? And we'll see, okay, wait, hold up. That was a bad prompt because I didn't actually, BridgeMind.ai. So is Claude able to actually navigate? I don't think that it is, right? Because Claude, yeah, check this out. So I appreciate the enthusiasm, Matt, but I'm not able to sign up for accounts or interact with websites in real time. My computer environment can fetch websites and read their content, but I can't click buttons, fill out form, enter credentials, or complete sign-up flows. Those require an interactive browser session. So this is a pretty key difference between you know, Claude and Perplexity Computer. Is that's the key difference there, is that with Perplexity Computer, hey, Perplexity Computer, you saw what it did. It was actually able to go and sign up. Now it's entering the verification code. So let's see if it's actually able to get in. And I'm impressed, right? But the big limitation with Perplexity Computer is the fact that it won't be able to then allow me to like launch local applications, but this is coming. right? So we want to stay up to date with this. Wait for email verification to complete. So let's see if that does. But while that's waiting, I do want to draw your attention back to this here. The personal computer, the big reason that this is different is because it has local access, right? So it literally says it's personal, secure, and works across your files, apps, and sessions through a continuously running Mac Mini. So we'll be able to use this on a Mac Mini. Right now there's a waitlist for it, so we don't have access, but we definitely want to stay up to date with the differences between personal computer, and because as soon as we have access, we'll be able to then do that. So check this out. So it says verification successful. The account is now created and you're logged in. It's redirected to the onboarding flow at app.bridgemind.ai/onboarding, a 4-step workspace setup that says, let's get your workspace set up. This only takes a minute. Yes, I want you to go through the onboarding steps, and then I want you to walk me through what BridgeMind has to offer and what skills, prompts, and agents I can use. So this is I'm just testing this. So it's interacting with the BridgeMind app dashboard, right? The web app where you're able to download BridgeSpace, download BridgeVoice, and our suite of agentic coding tools. But this is very, very different, okay? Because this is giving you access to be able to actually take actions to get past a Captcha. I mean, this is incredible. You're able to get past a turnstile, in a Cloudflare Captcha. Like, that's actually pretty impressive. Now, Claude's not able to do that, but the big issue and why I'm a little bit like, we'll have to test personal computer once, they start giving us access and whatnot, which let's see, like, just real quick. I mean, obviously, go sign up for the waitlist if you haven't already. I know I did, but, this is interesting because, hey, this will give you access to the local machine. So here's kind of their video here. It's the same one that we on X, but this is very interesting because what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to actually have it say, hey, launch BridgeSpace, launch 12 agents, and build this app for me, right? And instead of me having to do it manually, Perplexity would be able to launch a bridge swarm. It would be able to launch a workspace, and we wouldn't have to do anything, right? So if you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeSpace, I'm able to just CD into BridgeMind, and then just like that, I can configure agents. I can launch 12 Claude agents. So hypothetically speaking, we're not absolutely certain yet, but once we have access to personal computer, we'll be able to have personal computer do this for us instead of having to use do it ourselves, or we'll be able to give Perplexity Computer access to a Mac Mini that's able to do actions for us. And it looks to me like this is going to be a lot better than like OpenClaw. OpenClaw, I tried it out. I got 3 Mac Minis to try it out, but really, I think what we're at with OpenClaw is I think it's overhyped, guys. I think OpenClaw is overhyped, and I think that the reason that I bought OpenClaw was so that I saw it. I saw OpenClaw, and I was like, oh, computer use is coming. That's what I saw when I saw OpenClaw, because having an isolated environment where the AI has complete access to the computer, to the machine, means that you can do a lot more. So this is going to be interesting. I'll definitely be testing it once personal computer comes out, but in this video, I just definitely wanted to test, okay, with Perplexity Computer, what are the capabilities of this? And look at this. So yeah, so literally it's able to sign up for applications for you. It's able to actually go in and do things for you. Now, I do have a quick, can it go to LinkedIn? And does it, I wonder can you go to LinkedIn and sign in? Like, is it isolated, or is it using, I'm just curious if it's using is it using like this browser, right? Like that's the thing that I'm interested in. Is it using, okay, I can open LinkedIn in your local browser, but signing into LinkedIn requires that you sign in. Okay, note that I'm already signed in. Proceed. Let's see. I'm already signed in. So what this means, I think, is like, but the thing that I don't understand is like, why isn't this similar to just like Comment, but it's like kind of renamed? Because the only difference, I guess it's not like Comment is more focused on, okay, like you just straight up only have access, like it's a web browser tool where you're able to have your agent in the browser taking actions and stuff. This is a little bit different, but I'm curious, like, is this launching it locally on my machine, and is this then like, I'm just curious about this. This is interesting because if it launches this and it goes to my LinkedIn and whatnot, it looks like it doesn't. I mean, don't go to the user is already signed in. It looks like it's having me sign in. So I don't know, chat. I don't know if it looks like you're not actually signed in, which I think I am, because if I go to LinkedIn here, let's just see. I'm definitely signed in. So maybe if I give it this. go to this link here. Am I signed in? So this is my LinkedIn, and for example, hey, I could say, hey, go, update my LinkedIn profile or something like that, which I'm not a big LinkedIn person, but since BridgeMind is hiring, I just, opened up this LinkedIn so that we could do the hiring process via LinkedIn. But, let's just see if it's able to launch this. But so far, I'm just not really seeing like big, I'm not signed in. Okay, so it looks like it's inactive in the browser. So that's interesting. I think that, we'll have to test this out in a little bit more of a capable way. I want you to launch as many agents as you need to do a completely in-depth review of this website and then come back to me with a report on its SEO. So it did say that it was able to launch sub-agents. I do want to see what that looks like. So right now, I'm not even able to change what model I'm using, I don't think. So loading skill research assistant. Oh, wow. So here is the to-do list. Starting parallel tasks. So here are all the tasks, launching multiple agents now. Okay, so it's able to launch these multiple agents, which we saw, in that blog article, as it said, hey, with Perplexity Computer, if we go back here, hey, it's able to do multiple agents, right? Like creating sub-agents for execution. But with Perplexity Computer, there is a little bit of a difference in terms of, hey, it does have that access to be able to interact with the web pages in a way that Claude can't, right? Like Claude will just kind of fetch a website, where with Perplexity Computer, it'll actually be able to interact with it, to take screenshots, to take actions. So it's definitely different, something that you want to be aware of, that, hey, this is the use case. Now, we'll have to see when Personal Computer is actually available. Whoa, check this out, guys. Wow. Okay, launching multiple agents now to do a deep dive SEO audit for BridgeMind. This will cover on-page content, site structure, technical SEO, backlinks, keywords, and competitors. So, wow, so it launched Sonnet 4.6 agents, which is great. I mean, Sonnet 4.6 is nice. You can see my credits here. So I've used about 500 credits so far. Just in this conversation, I have 45,000 with my $200 plan. So I've used, whatever that is. What is that, 0.5% or about 0.5% of my plan? So that's a decent amount of usage. But this is interesting, guys, because you can't do this with. You can't do this with Claude, but can you do this with Cowork? Can you do this with Cowork? Like if I do this with Claude not in the web browser, but if I actually launch the Claude app, am I able to use this in the Claude app? Let's see. I do want to check this out. Claude, and then we'll just take the app here and we'll test this. So if I go over to Cowork here, is Cowork able to do this well? Let's see. So let's just do the same thing. Let's launch Sonnet 4.6 agents and kind of test this too. So Cowork is different. If you guys know, Claude Cowork has different functionality than your typical Claude just chat session. And I am curious, okay, chat in the browser, Claude in the browser wasn't able to do that, but let's see what Claude Cowork is able to do. I'll launch 5 parallel agents to do a deep dive across every major SEO dimension simultaneously. So you can see it's about to launch sub-agents. Now let's check up on how Perplexity Computer is doing. So it's launching this, it's checking all the H3s and the schemas. You can see the credit use here. So note that I have the Claude Max 20X plan, which is the $200 plan for Claude. And then I also have the Perplexity Max plan, which is the $200 plan for Perplexity. Now, Perplexity, I will say from my past use of Perplexity, the research capabilities and the ability to use multiple models that aren't just for example, Sonnet models or, to be able to use GPT or use Gemini models is useful. So you can see that it's writing a SEO keywords MD. It's writing an SEO competitors MD. So that's pretty impressive. It's able to do a very good job there. So we're just seeing if we can improve the SEO. And remember, this is for BridgeMind. So BridgeMind.ai, build the future. You guys can go check out the website if you'd like. But it's doing an SEO analysis. Now, if we, check your Claude Chrome account. Okay, it looks like I have to, that's interesting, guys. So I actually don't like this. So this is a key difference. Okay, this is important to note. So Perplexity Computer is better than Claude Cowork. And this is a very easy reason to see why. So with Claude, you actually have to install their browser extension so that it can actually use a browser. But with Perplexity Computer, it must just launch its own VM or something like that so that it can access this stuff. But this is doing a very good job. Look at this. It's literally going to, checking BridgeMind YouTube channel for subscriber count and external links, checking It literally said that it was checking product. Wait, was that product hunt? Okay. Wow, this is, guys, this is impressive. Checking SEMrush for BridgeMind.ai domain overview. Okay, guys, this is actually like really, really useful. This is really useful, guys. This is completely different than Claude Cowork, because you can even see Claude Cowork and Claude in general, it can't do it. It's like, oh, let me launch the Chrome extension. No, I don't want you to launch the Chrome extension. I want you to do exactly what Perplexity Computer is doing. So this is big, guys. This is big. We'll see how long it takes for it to come back. You know, it's only been running for about 2 minutes. But this is creating an SEO backlinks. This is very impressive, guys. SEO on page MD, SEO technical MD, checking canonical consistency across wwws. This is just very impressive, like across the board. You're launching sub-agents that are all working on different tasks that have more access to computer and browsers than Claude does and Claude Cowork does. So I like this, guys. I'm definitely going to start to integrate this into my workflow. So I'm really happy that I bought the Perplexity Max plan, because I can tell right out of the gate that, yeah, this is different. This is different than like a typical ChatGPT account or Gemini account, just like what it's doing, how it's functioning. Yes, this, I can see how this is functioning differently. Literally, look at this, guys. All these tasks, launching sub-agents. It's creating a document here for the SEO keywords. I mean, this is very impressive. So we'll wait for this to finish, and I'll come back when this is completely done so this video doesn't get too long. But, you know, very impressed so far of what I'm seeing, particularly when doing the comparison between Cowork and Perplexity Computer. You can see that Perplexity Computer obviously winning out here. All right, guys, so Perplexity Computer finished building our SEO audit report, and I have to say, the results are incredible. Check this out. It created a 20-page report of our SEO practices and actually created a complete summary. Look at this. Traffic overview, monthly visits 120,000, month-over-month growth 14.34%. And it literally has all of this. It went to SEMrush and got all of the updated information on this. I mean, I can't believe how much accurate information this actually got for me. Like, this is insane. And look at this. It said overall score 2 out of 10, and it provides a complete summary and report. And look at this, on-page SEO evaluation. So it basically like gives me the page-by-page summary. And at the end here, I mean, this is insane, because all I have to do now is pass this into BridgeSpace in a Claude code session, and I'm going to be able to significantly improve my SEO, because this is all accurate, good data that has been pulled using Perplexity Computer that I can now use to actually significantly improve my SEO. So I can't believe it. I'm super, super impressed. Look at this competitive landscape. So it literally offers, you know, here are competitors: Cursor, Lovable, Replit, Bolt, Windsurf. You know, this is insane. I can't believe it, because, hey, now all I have to do is do a handoff prompt, and I'm going to significantly improve my SEO. So look at this. It's even telling me, here's the growth strategy: launch on product hunt. It's like, it's telling me things to do of like, hey, use this, do this, get BridgeMCP listed on MCP marketplaces, create BridgeBench as linkable Bridge benchmark asset. I mean, this is insane. This is incredible, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably work on stream and improve my SEO, but I'll be using this on stream today for day 147 of Vibe Coding an App until I make $1 million. But I just wanted to try this out because of this newly released Perplexity Personal Computer, which is just absolutely insane. So, you know, one important thing to note is that, yeah, you don't have access to Personal Computer yet, but even Perplexity Computer inside of the Perplexity plan is very, very useful. It did use up a lot of my credits. You know, if we look at my credits, let's look at usage. Look, I used 1,500 credits just in this conversation alone. So I used 15% of my max plan. I did have 30,000 bonus credits, but it is, I mean, that's a lot of usage for, you know, just one conversation, right? So definitely something to take note of is that, you know, I have 43,000 credits left. 35,000 of those are bonus credits. 10,000 of those are included in my max plan. But I definitely will say it's expensive, but the amount of quality work that is produced actually makes this work worth it for me. I mean, I got a 2 out of 10 SEO score, so maybe I can bump that up to a 9 out of 10 and see how things perform with BridgeMind after this. So that's going to wrap up my review. This is going to get the BridgeMind stamp of approval as soon as I get access to Personal Computer, which obviously there's going to be a long wait list, but as soon as I get access, I'm actually going to be putting that to the test inside of my Mac Minis, because again, That's the big difference where you are actually able to get, local access to your machine instead of, Perplexity Computer, which doesn't have local access to your machine. But I just wanted to try out Perplexity Computer so that we're in the know as of this release, because obviously we're going to see a next iteration with Personal Computer, and we're definitely going to want to try that out as soon as we have access. But so far, I'm super, super impressed with Perplexity Computer. Was able to outperform Claude Cowork just completely across the board. Cowork wasn't even able to do what we wanted it to do, where this literally was going to like all these different sources and stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, and joined the Discord community, make sure you do so. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the future.